What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. I'm going to have my $15 MLB pick-off play on the board. I'm going to have an MLB 3-pack and an NBA play of the day. We're going to talk as to why I don't have an NHL premium on the side today, but, or excuse me, on the site today. But, we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to take a look at this card. We got 4 games on the docket today, so let's not waste any more time. We kick off our final game 1 of the first round, and we've got a bunch of game 2 happening as well. So let's not wait any longer. You guys know the drill. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from the Lenovo Center, where the Carolina Hurricanes take on the New Jersey Devils, with the Carolina Hurricanes having the 1-0 series lead after they knocked off New Jersey 4-1 in the opener. And, as much as I like the New Jersey Devils, I just feel like this is kind of going to be the theme for this series. This, to me, feels like a 5-game series win for the Carolina Hurricanes. New Jersey might get one at home, but the Hurricanes, I had my doubts about this Hurricanes team. Would they be able to sort of get themselves back on track after a really sluggish finish to the regular season? And they put away any doubts in game 1. The goaltending room, I've said all along, with Frederik Andersen, Peter Kochetkov, is up there as one of the the better goaltending rooms in the NHL. Whether it's Jacob Markstrom, Nico Daws, or Jake Allen for New Jersey, I just don't think that this New Jersey Devils team has it to be able to make it out of the first round or even make this a series. I look for the Hurricanes to make quick work of it. The Hurricanes have one of the tougher home ice environments for opposing teams to come into in the NHL this season and just in general. So I'm going to roll with the Hurricanes to win this one in regulation, maybe put a little bit on the puck line as well. Next, we head to Scotiabank Arena for Game 2 of the Battle of Ontario as the Maple Leafs take on the Senators. Toronto winning Game 1 6-2. And when I said in the intro that the reason why I didn't, I was going to allude to why I don't have any premiums, it's because the games I did have, I think, a pretty good feel for, I was kind of priced out on, and games that I don't want to take the puck line on, like I would rather just take the money line, but game like this where Toronto's laying minus 185. I'm taking the Maple Leafs here, but it's just because I've been priced out of it, and I don't really put up regulation plays, even though I do think the Leafs win this one in regulation. I can understand the case to be made for the Ottawa Senators here, as Ottawa probably not going to make a lot of the same mistakes they made in Game 1, as there was a lot of inexperience for the Ottawa Senators in Game 1, and it showed. The guys that took the bad penalties in Game 1 were the guys that really didn't have a lot of any playoff experience. Guys like Tim Stützle and other guys like that. But the thing is, and I will tell you this as a Leafs fan, you can kind of see it over my shoulder, the edges of a Leafs Stanley Cup fan banner. But that Game 1 was the most confident I have seen the Maple Leafs look in a playoff series in Game 1. Just in playoff hockey for the Leafs in years, especially like over the course of this Matthews, Marner, Core 4, whatever, tenure. And I think that's resonating through. I think it's a big coaching edge in favor of the Leafs with Craig Berube. He's just got this Leafs team playing a different brand of hockey. And I think, the Senators will probably win a game in Ottawa. And this series is probably going to go, I would say probably going to go 6. I hope it goes 5. But, I can tell you right now, I think the Leafs win Game 2 here, put some pressure on Ottawa going back to Ottawa. So give me the Maple Leafs to win this one in regulation. I'll sprinkle a little bit on the puck line, minus 1.5. Next, we head to Amalie Arena for the final Game 1 of the first round of the playoffs as the Tampa Bay Lightning welcome the Florida Panthers to town, or maybe they don't welcome them, who knows. But this is going to be a fantastic series, and I could honestly see it going either way in the end. However, I do lean towards the Lightning in the series, and I do lean towards the Lightning in Game 1 because of home ice. These two teams, the road team won the first 2 meetings of the regular season, and then the home team won the final 2. But the thing is, The Tampa Bay Lightning are just a far, far superior team at home compared to their form on the road this season. They went 29-8-4 at home compared to 18-19-4 in the regular season. Same thing in Florida. They were 27-12-2 at home, 20-19-2 on the road. But, this was just, I think, a Lightning team that, just when they're on home ice, they're, like I said, they just hit another level. And the Florida Panthers, they kind of hit the skids down the stretch. I mean, they've lost their last 5 games on the road entering the postseason and scored 2 goals or less in all of those games. Now, again, we could maybe see the Panthers sort of flip the switch and maybe wake up to start their playoff series. But I need to see it before I believe it with this Florida Panthers team. The Lightning, like I said, have just been a great team at home. And I think that, Andrei Vasilevsky just edges out Sergei Bobrovsky here for the Lightning in goal. So I'm going to go with the Lightning on the money line in this one to draw first blood. Our final game from Tuesday's NHL action takes us to the T-Mobile Arena, where the Vegas Golden Knights take on the Minnesota Wild. And, the Vegas Golden Knights, that was a chaotic finish to game one. It finished 4-2. But I'll tell you, if you had the puck line like I did, you were sweating bullets as the empty net goal, as time expired. Would it count? Would it not count? In the end, the Golden Knights were winning that game. It's just a matter of if the puck line covered. And thankfully for me, it did. But sometimes when it comes to betting playoff hockey, you kind of just got to trust your gut and trust what you know. And I can tell you for sure, in game one, yeah, Vegas is a tough team to beat at home. I'm not disputing that. Hell, it's been a big reason as to why I've backed the Golden Knights a lot this season. But the thing is that playoff hockey is a different animal, and I kind of saw things from the Minnesota Wild in a lot of that game that told me that they're not just going to roll over, even though it feels like they are overmatched in this series. I think they're going to be able to compete here, and you know Vegas, I think, is a fantastic team. I do still have them winning this series, but there are going to be games in this series that are just going to be super tight. And games where maybe you just wouldn't expect it, or games where you just think it's just going to go down to the wire. This for me is a game that I think goes down to the wires. I don't think the Wild want to go down 0-2 going back home, where they technically have been less effective this season. They've been a better road team than they've been at home. And like I said, it's not wanting to go down 0-2 in a series against a team with as much firepower as the Vegas Golden Knights have. I think this is a game that could need overtime. So I'm gonna go with the Wild plus a goal and a half in this one in a lean. I think, like I said, I think we have a 1 goal game here, maybe another 3-2 kind of game. But I also lean towards this game going to overtime at a great price at plus 360 to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pick Dawgz Premium. And remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon.